Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the president of Nigeria, woke up on the wrong side of his bed just yesterday. Yes, why did we say so? This man, the president, made two very, very surprising sackings in just one day. And one particular sacking created a lot of uproars in Nigeria's political system. So how did this happen? Well, to better understand what really happened yesterday and the tension it created, we need to understand how Bola Tinubu's day started. First thing first, the president started his day by submitting the 2025-2027 medium-term expenditure strategy paper to the House of Representatives for consideration and approval. We'll show you right now on your screen is a news briefing from The Nation newspaper where it states, Tinubu White House submits 2025-2027 MTEF. And from all indications, it feels like Tinubu did not get the desired response he wanted to hear or needed from the House of Rep. But that wasn't all. A couple of hours later, we received a very, very surprising news from Premium Times. And showing right now on your screen is this news briefing where it states, Nigerian senators met in London to perfect defection plan. This was stated by a lawmaker. When this defection plan briefing landed on the desk of Bola Tinubu, he started doing some sackings immediately. Mind you, these are not related to the House of Rep or to the Senate. To better understand what Tinubu did a couple of hours later, we need to show you a news briefing from Premium Times. Well, showing right now on your screen is this publication where it states, Tinubu to sack UNIZIK Governing Council over controversial VC appointment. And when you read further, it states, barring a last-minute change of plans, President Bola Tinubu will dissolve the Governing Council of the Nnamdi Azikiwe University, Awka, popularly known as UNIZIK, over the controversial appointment of Bernard Odo as the new Vice-Chancellor of the university. Premium Times can exclusively report. So just in case you don't know what's going on here, the current Vice-Chancellor of UNIZIK, a man known as Mr. Odo, a professor who emerged as the seventh substantive Vice-Chancellor of the university. This man was appointed on the 29th of October 2024. Premium Times earlier reported that Mr. Odo's academic profile and his appointment as Vice-Chancellor of UNIZIK was riddled with controversies. And that is why minutes later, Bola Tinubu clearly sacked the VC, the Vice-Chancellor of UNIZIK, known as Mr. Odo. And also, he did not even stop there. He entirely dissolved the governing council that appointed this man, Mr. Odo, as the Vice-Chancellor. Well, if you think that's all, we just got started. Bola Ahmed Tinubu went a step further to make a very, very surprising sacking. And he did this in a fashion that did not sit well with a lot of individuals domiciled in a particular ethnic group in Nigeria. Showing right now on your screen is a publication from the Punch newspaper where it states, Tinubu sacks PTAD boss. And this stands for Pension Transitional Arrangements Directorate. When you read further, it states, President Bola Tinubu has relieved Dr. Chioma Ejikeme of her duties 13 months after she was reappointed for another 4 years in office as the Executive Secretary of the Pension Transitional Arrangements Directorate. Interestingly, immediately the president sacked this particular lady, he made a quick appointment and announcement. He made a lady known as Ms. Tolu as the new Executive Secretary of the Directorate. Well, this particular appointment did not sit well with a lot of Nigerians, and a lot of individuals on social media platforms came up to vent their anger and to air their views. Many claim that the president is being very, very nepotic in his appointment. Many claim that the president wants to clearly transform Nigeria's administration into a Yoruba stronghold. Well, for better understanding, take a look at this comment made by a particular user where it states, during the Buhari government, many of the government offices in Abuja was like a Hausa Fulani community. I thought Buhari was the king of nepotism, but I was wrong. Tinubu is the emperor of nepotism. And that's not even all. Many Nigerians feels like Bola Tinubu wants to strategically put his family members and close relatives into the government of Nigeria. Take for instance, Bola Tinubu is the president of Nigeria, like we all know, and the wife is also a member of the Senate and the First Lady. Another close relative of Bola Tinubu happens to be a minister of the marine and blue economy, and this individual is known as Oyetola Adiboyega, who happens to be the former Osun State governor. Well, if you think Bola Tinubu is done placing his close relative and members of his family into the government of Nigeria, let me surprise you one last time. Yes, just recently we received a very, very interesting briefing from This Day newspaper. Well, let me show this to you. Showing right now on your screen is a screenshot taken from this particular publication where it states that 2027 who will wear the crown in Lagos. And some names were mentioned. Here we have Abiru, we have Hamzat, and Sheyi Tinubu. From here looking at this, you won't understand what this day we're trying to portray here in this publication. So for better clarity and for more understanding, let me take you to the desk of the Tribune, where it states 2027 CONYL endorses Sheyi Tinubu for Lagos State government. This clearly states that Sheyi Tinubu, who happens to be the son of Bola Ahmed Tinubu, will probably run for the office of Lagos State government in the year 2027. For a fact, I don't think this is very, very surprising. I think this was forthcoming at some point in Lagos State government administration. At some point, Sheyi Tinubu, the son, will definitely run for that position. Because if Bola Ahmed Tinubu built Lagos State from nothing, if he built Lagos State from scratch, he will need his son to roof the state. Yes, and that is why Sheyi Tinubu is here, and definitely is going to run for that position in 2027 or at some point in his life. And definitely you don't need a prophet to tell you what will happen if Sheyi Tinubu runs for that position. You don't need a political analyst to break it down for you to understand. We all know what will happen, because he'll find himself in that position one way or the other. And when that happens, we can nickname the country Bola Tinubu and Sons. Still talking about Tinubu and his very close allies and friends, something interesting happened to MC Oluomo, who, as we all know, is a foot soldier and the errand boy of the president. Yes, this man recently was voted in as the national president or national chairman of the National Union of Road Transport Workers in the country. But then something interesting and something very, very surprising happened the moment MC Oluomo took his properties and his stuff into the office of the NURTW. Yes, the moment this man took his properties into the office of that union, some individuals and some factions of that same union had to throw out his properties, throw out his portraits, his frames, his documents. Everything was poured out and dragged outside. Well, if you want to watch a video where we expose everything that happened in detail, if you want to understand and say things for yourself, we have a video that showcases everything that you need to know and understand. And that video is showing right here on your screen. So click on this video showing right here on your screen to watch it and understand. Click on this video and I'll see you on the other side.